Welcome to Local Rock Talk. And we have a guest on here tonight. Is a band called Echoes in the Void. So welcome to the Local Rock Talk.
What's up, Paul? How are you?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for coming on. Okay, now it's time to do some questions.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
How did you guys go about deciding on a name of your band?
That's a good question.
It's a great question, actually.
We were just kind of sitting around one day and we were brainstorming some ideas, and Echoes in the Void sounded like a pretty cool idea, and we kind of went with that.
Yeah, I remember originally before I joined the project, Chris kind of slid the name to me, and I was a little shy on it at first, and I was like, I can't come up with anything better to really go with it, so, you win.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good information. Okay, how did you guys find each other? Were you in any other bands before?
I probably have the biggest rap sheet, I guess, that's probably known around the local area. I worked with John back when we were probably about 16.
16 years old, yeah, definitely.
And, I was playing with a buddy, Matt McKay, who's currently in a band, Nemesine X now, and another buddy, Teddy Blazer. And we did basement stuff for years, and then I played bass for a band that was what turned into Prospect Hill way later in the years.
Oh, I've seen that band.
Yeah.
They're
Prospect
awesome.
Hill.
Good guys.
Yep.
And then I just kind of took a hiatus and came back and played bass for Messages of Ennui, and then
I've
Overcoming
seen
the
that
Summit.
band too.
Yeah, been around.
I think that you guys opened up for being Raw
Yep.
in Lawrence.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was
We
there.
got the Raw Rehab reunion last tour thing.
Yeah.
And they were playing down at the Clatter. And that's actually, I think, where I met you.
Yep, I was there.
Yeah. And fun time down there. The guys from Raw were incredibly nice. I've never met high-end people that play national level, and they were just so kind, down to earth, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that the singer's guitar says Raw on it.
Yin Liz.
What's up, Raw? What's up?
What's up, Rob?
So when I was much younger, I think I must have got my first guitar when I was about 14, 15, around that age. While I was in high school, I was with a bunch of my buddies that we grew up together, and we made this band called Cemetery Dwellers. And I played guitar, my friend played the drums, Ryan White, and his brother Justin White played guitar. And he thought he was like Lars Ulrich, and I thought I was Kirk Hammett, nowhere close. We played a couple Metallica songs to cover them, and we had fun. I think we grabbed a tape recorder one day, recorded a couple things on a cassette, and we were trying to hand that out, like, hey guys, we're gonna have a big show, and we're like little kids in high school. We don't know what we're doing. We were having fun though. And then after that, I mean, everyone moved on from high school, and they grew up, and a lot of those guys moved on. And I ended up meeting this guy, and he was playing with Matt McKay and Teddy at the time. And I just had my stuff kind of sitting by, and I was like, I like playing music, and we tried jamming for a little while, and it was fun. I'll leave it at that.
He brought his little 2x12 crate amp over, and he started playing some Metallica, which was cool for like 10 minutes, and then he started playing, I don't know what it was.
So he's like totally into like Lamb of God, Cradle of Filth. They're playing like all these blast beats and stuff. And I'm like, hey, cool. Check this out. I'm gonna play like some thrashy rock stuff. And he's like, but that was a long time ago. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And after that, I ended up running into this guy later on, and we put together a bunch of things together, and we worked for a good little while together, and then we kind of went our separate ways, and as time went by, the three of us kind of all came together.
Funny enough, the Raw show got me and John linked back up.
It's kind of random.
And it's funny how that coincidentally, ironically, all works out, because me and John linked back up at the Raw show when I was in messages and they were having a falling out. And me and Chris had been friends on and off, through 15-year stretch.
Yeah.
And
it's funny that you say that, because when me and John had split up, it had been like 11 years since I seen him.
Long
I
time.
thought we thought we were dead. I thought he was dead.
I thought he
And then
was
I went
dead.
to your show to see you, and I see him, and I'm like, "You're alive!"
It really happened like that too. He's like, wow, like you're.
And then,
you exist.
from there
Like,
we
got together and started doing what we're doing now.
had two falling outs of the bands. They were trying to put the project together, and they were like, "You're the guy, dude. You're the guy." I'm like, "All right."
and on my end, though, like with the question you asked, after we went our ways, I actually was in a lot of different types of groups, a lot of different jazz, blues bands, stuff like that. I actually played a lot of clubs around the area, all around New England, down south, almost out west, not too far west, and then, just stopped playing for a while for my own reasons, and then I just found these guys again, just out of nowhere. It was 11 years. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good time.
It's been a good time.
It's been a great
Wild
time.
ride.
So far.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster going down a crazy track. And sometimes you want to get off, but then you realize that that's no fun either.
All right, you ready for more questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your favorite place to perform?
I'm going to have to say lately it's been Jewel.
Yeah, and I want to say
Jewel nightclub
Anderson.
in Manchester.
Anderson, we miss you. We love you.
We love it.
Anderson,
Yeah.
we love
And they always
you.
treat us really good up in Jewel, and there's always a really nice crowd at Jewel. We love the crowd there, and
I have a soft spot for the Clatter.
Me
Their
too,
sound system
yeah.
has always been really precise, upstairs or downstairs.
I do like the Colada a lot too, upstairs
the
or
sp-
downstairs.
I like the space. People are nice. Not the easiest area. Lawrence is rather, you got to have a little bit of a brackish edge to you. We all grew up around the area, so we know it well.
Yeah.
But I'd say Jewel probably is the place right now that we've pretty much been sitting at for a long while.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
It's up there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anywhere else that we played that was really snazzy. I don't know if it's open anymore, but the St. Davis Square down in Somerville was really nice. They had an amphitheater
liked,
that had like a pyramid-styled stairs going up, and the stage was just a flat floor. It was weird for the band, but really cool.
In Rhode Island, one of my favorite places to play was Simon 677, and when it was open.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good place, and
I
it was
don't think
very
they're open
interesting.
anymore.
They're not open anymore, but that was a cool place, though.
All right. Where's your least favorite place to perform?
John?
Why is it always me that?
I'll start this one off.
John?
I'm gonna have
Remember
to
that?
say that one of my favorite and least favorite at the same time has got to be the Clatta, because I love playing at the Clatta downstairs, and it's great because you could just bring your gear and play. But then upstairs is really nice too, but you have to carry your stuff up the stairs, and I don't like
yeah.
that. That's just, not that it's bad, it's just if I had to pick up anywhere where I gotta bring my stuff upstairs.
I'm with you, John. We played a gig at a place in Boston called Club Bohemia, and literally the way you lined your gear in was literally right next to where the trash was. So all you could smell the whole way in, and as soon as you got down the stairs was trash, and when you got in there, it was patchouli and dead body. I swear it. They were hiding a dead body somewhere, and they were trying to hide the smell with patchouli. It was hilarious. And we played the whole gig, and it was just, no. no parking. It was horrible.
That was a rough one. That was definitely a rough one. How about you?
I'd say exactly the Bohemia, but it wasn't, it wasn't because it was just, it was a small venue. There wasn't really any place to put like 5 bands there, and we did what we did, but we went in there and we had a great time. The staff was great.
It was tight quarters.
The owner was great. It was just tight quarters, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I never badmouth a venue. I just, I wouldn't play there again because of that, and that's about it. That's just my only 2 cents about it.
I don't think we've ever really had a bad venue. We've always been really good with not only like the managers and whatnot. Band holders are always great. Just happens to be sometimes like entrance and exits happen to be like the key pinnacle of getting in and out of places, and
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the venue is the venue, and if you want to play, you got to do what you got to do, right? So it is what it is. It comes with the territory.
yeah.
All right. Who are some of your artistic influence, I mean?
That's okay. Sean, you want to start off
Yeah,
on that one? Start you that way? Go ahead.
I love Nick Barker from back when he was playing with Cradle of Filth, and then when he moved over to Demu. And then, you got, of course, Neil Peart. Go on for days. Right now I've been on a Danny Carey kick for like a month. I can't get enough of Tool. I don't know what it is. I've tried, but just countless amounts of bands, and Lamb of God, Chris Adler is a huge influence on me, and just their style of writing music all together is just very complex and it's tight. Angel Vivaldi is a very big one. We got the luxury of playing with him and watching how they construct and whatnot, and it's just mind-blowing on
those
a
guys are
whole
great.
different level. So, Pantera, the classic Slayer. Guns N' Roses is my favorite band of all time, so and it's kind of hard going from 80s metal, hard rock hair bands and go literally through the whole spectrum, literally, of genres.
Shows good diversity.
Yeah, Chuck Berry, all his drummers and all the guitarists, big blues player, so influences for days.
How about you, brother?
Oh, me? All right. So I play bass. So I have a lot of favorite bass players, and but I have a lot of favorite players in general from any instrument. People, that really influenced me growing up wasn't actually bass players. I was a huge Hendrix fan growing up, and I wanted to be like Hendrix, but on bass, and that's what I wanted to do. And you can't do that. There's only one Hendrix. But other players that in the bass realm that I loved was Geezer from Black Sabbath. I love Butler, Geezer Butler. Oh man, great player. Cliff Burton, huge Burton fan. Huge Billy Sheehan fan. Huge Wooten fan. Typical stuff that a lot of bass players want to emulate and be. I was totally into like those guys, and the way that they could play. The way that they took the instrument and made it more than an instrument because of the passion that they give, for it and stuff. And whether it's 4 strings, 6 strings, or whatever. But there's too many lists on my end. Starting when I was 5 years old, learning how to play piano and stuff like that, I've had this long list of people I idolize and I want to be like. And the best thing that I've learned is just try to figure out a style. Try to figure out that style and make it your own. And but Chris, do you have any people that you idolized as a kid?
Well, I definitely had a lot of different influences growing up. A lot of thrash metal influences. So, Kirk Hammett, when I listened to Metallica and Megadeth, Dave Mustaine, I always would be like, man, I always want to shred guitar like that, and listen to Guns N' Roses, staying up late at night doing my science fair project for school, and I'm supposed to be thinking about my science fair project. I'm listening to the radio at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna be a rock star one day if I could just figure out how to play. And I just grew up listening to a lot of that kind of stuff, and it evolved into, I hate to say it, but like White Snake, Scorpion. I used to listen to that old kind of like power rock and metal kind of stuff. I got a lot into Dio a little bit at the time. A little bit. I like the guy when he sings Holy Diver, And then
I like Rainbow in the Dark. I mean,
yeah.
I know that's the hit, but
as I was growing older, I got into Opeth. You kind of turned me on to Opeth, and that was just like a really good influence for me growing up, because at that point I hadn't really heard the styles of like metal being kind of mixed in together with a lot of acoustic flavors and a lot of non-metal flavors all together in an album. And I heard that and I was like, that's right up my alley. And
yeah, I kept feeding you a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and the list just grows. I love Eric Clapton and just Eric Johnson, Cliffs at Dover.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Jeff Beck you're a fan of, I know that.
Of course.
You love Jeff Beck.
And then Dimebag Darrell, who doesn't? It's funny enough. At first, when I was learning how to play guitar, I didn't really know that much at all of anything, and I'm like, Dimebag Darrell, all he does is anybody could do that. Now, years later, I realize that guy was awesome, man. If I could just like sit next to him and talk to him and maybe even get a guitar lesson from him, that would have been an amazing thing. But there's so many influences. Could probably just talk about music influences for the rest of the night.
We do this little circle jerk pretty much when we're in our own jam spot, so it's kind of funny.
All right. That's good talking. All right. What inspires you to write songs?
Inspires us to write songs.
So many different things.
Yeah.
I could just have a certain feeling that I have in my head one day, and I could write a song based on that feeling. Or maybe there's like a tune that I just can't get out of my head. I was hearing a song, and maybe I got that song stuck in my head, but then I would try to play it, and I can't really play it, but I play something close to it, and I'm like, hey, maybe if I work on that a little bit, I could make something out of that too. And
For me, I actually, sometimes I have dreams of writing songs. I wake up at 3 in the morning, really, and I actually write songs due to that, because I'm like, that's what's in my head, I got this, and then I never record it, and I forget about it. I go, why didn't I record that? It makes me feel sad. I'm glad I'm making you laugh.
I've always had a weird way of doing it. I'll literally hit mute on the TV and watch movies and stuff, and literally just kind of listen to my own little soundtrack to the movie, and I'll see somebody start getting slashed to death in a horror movie. I'm just like, all right, this sounds like you could play some little black metal, a little death metal, and
Kind of makes sense.
watch an old western, so you're playing some diddly stuff, or as a drummer, you kind of stray more to wanting to do the horror stuff more than anything else.
that's where all the double bass and plastic
Yeah,
come from.
I mean, a lot of Friday the 13th movies sits there and drives your double bass at about 200 beats per minute. So.
All right. So what's in the store for you guys in the near future?
EPs, CDs, shirts, going through a lot of merchandising right now to sit
Yep.
there and sort out for the year. Just lining
I
up
need to get
shows.
those myself.
We'll be more than glad to give you a pair of everything that we got.
Yeah,
'Cause,
definitely, yeah.
I will large.
Gotcha.
good to
Nice.
know. All right,
to know.
we're ahead of the game. More or less, we're chasing people down for the big shirts of the, what is it, like the XXX, 4X that
Yeah,
we're...
sometimes.
Which I just put in an order for, and
Yep.
I'm gonna have some extra larges and 2XLs and 3XLs for some of my friends that I know someone's looking for one. And we'll will be up March 18th at Jewel. I'm going to have them with me. Come get them.
Yeah, that's the big
It's kind
thing
of hard
there.
for me because of transportation.
Yeah.
Well, I can bring one to you.
Yeah. We'll bring.
And if you want to come
to
to the, I'm sure that Chris can squeeze you next to the guitar. I mean,
Yeah, we can get you in somehow.
we got you.
Anderson.
Because I can bring my
guy.
camcorder, I can film it too.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome, actually.
That would be a lot
Yeah.
of fun. There's going to be a lot
I've
of awesome
seen the
bands
work
there,
that
too.
you do with your photography. Awesome job. In fact, I still have a set of photos from you from back when I was in Messages, and awesome pictures. So
And there's going to be a crazy lineup. There's going to be Fifth Freedom and
Oh,
Tester is
think
going
of
to be
the band.
there.
Fifth Freedom,
Yes.
Tester, Flight of Fire. We're gonna have Dark Roots, and it's gonna be us. So it's at March 18th at Club Jewel,
and
and it's on Saturday. And I don't
I've
know.
never been there, so
It's a beautiful
It's an
place,
awesome
and
venue.
it
It's
a
has
nice
a great
place.
sound. Honestly, that's really probably one
And
of
if
the
I
best sounds of
remember,
the
it's
band,
Tia and Tanya's birthday bash.
Yeah, it's gonna
from
be
Flight of Fire.
the
It's
twins,
the twins'
from Flight of
birthday.
Their
So
birthday. So
yeah,
come
that's
out,
pretty cool.
support local music, please. And
It's got a nice big floor for people to have
it's-
fun
it's
on. and
Nice.
yeah, and
For the bands to perform, there's a nice big stage so people get to actually jump around and rock out. And
Yeah, and
have a
bands
good
get their
time.
own green room. I
Yeah,
have
they have their own
first
green
place
room,
I've ever
right?
seen that was like, you're a local band, it's okay, you get the green room. What? Thank you.
Well, they
you
gave us
go.
kind of a green room at Mill City one time.
You gotta take that weird freight elevator between the levels and stuff. It makes you feel like you're in a horror movie because you get to the second level.
kinda true.
And
I've
it's
never
all
done that.
barren. It's like you're in a Saw movie. You want to play a game.
And as you're trying to get out of the elevator, like,
no,
the sensor
I
in the
don't want
elevator
anything.
doesn't work, so as you're trying to get out, the elevator's closing on you. It's scary, man.
yeah. Sunday I'll check that place. I'll also have a ride there. So,
Nice.
but if you guys are playing Halo, that'd be better for me.
We played the Chit Chat recently. I think last year we played the Chit Chat. Thanks to Ed Battles. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ed Battles. We
Well, I
love
hope
you.
you
We
guys
miss
play
you.
it again. It'll be better for me too.
Definitely.
Yeah,
We do have a show coming up in Lawrence at the Clatta soon.
we do.
Yeah,
April
we're playing
is
the.
it 29th or 30th? I can't.
I think it's the 29th. but
29th. April 20th.
There's
It is
a,
the 29th.
there's a nice show being thrown by Ed Battles there, and
Three-day
it's a
fest.
3-day fest between April 28th
Block
and
party.
29th and 30th.
A lot of great
And
talent.
that's going to be a really great
I think
show
it's
too.
one price for 3 days or something
correct.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
yeah.
is. You
And
know,
if you
get 'em
have
when
any
you can.
previous
you know?
tickets, I think that weren't used from the previous shows, so you got a ticket and you weren't able to use it, I do believe you can use
Yeah,
that
you
ticket
can
at
definitely
this
do that.
show.
That's what he
Yep.
says.
So if
and
you get a
it's pretty
ticket for
awesome.
one of Ed Battle shows, that ticket is good for any one of Ed Battle shows.
Yep.
He's a good guy like that.
Okay, we have 3 more questions to go before we run out.
All right.
All right. Do you have any CDs? What was it like to produce the CD?
Oh,
countless demos.
countless
And
demos.
countless hours of lost sleep and arguing and
Ripping our hair out.
ripping our hair
And one
out.
thing that we do as a band that I don't know if a lot of bands do, we actually do our own CDs. We actually have our actual recording studio in Lowell, which we produce our own stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of arguing back and forth. To be like, who's right? It's not the right. No, it doesn't sound right,
Well,
man.
we are all amateurs too. We're just doing our best. So.
We're having
You
fun.
would think
you know
with
what I
3
mean?
people that it would make it easier instead of having a 5-piece band or a lead singer or anything. I mean, we
Yeah.
primarily do more instrumental than anything else. And I mean, we do work on vocalization of lyrics and stuff with covers and this and that.
And
when
guest
it-
spots and stuff
yeah,
like that. We
but
have
when
a lot
you
of good
bear
friends.
it down, it comes down to the point where literally I've seen one of us go out into the other room and hide while the other 2 are screaming at each other for a minute over a debacle and debate that had nothing to do with the problem in the first place.
Yeah. But at the end result, the end result of all that though is we all hug each other and say it's going to be okay, guys. We got this. So it's all brotherly love, and that's even we have our differences and our little quarrels, but we actually come together all the time. And
Move the dot up
Yeah,
a
like
little
these guys
bit.
saying, we've got a couple demos done up that we've recorded for ourselves. We've got them on our Reverb Nation page. A couple of them are posted up.
Echoes in the Void.
We got a couple of
Reverb Nation.
CDs. One of our CDs we're gonna have at our show with 2 of our songs that are our newest demos, and we're gonna try and get into doing some more recording. Probably if we do it for ourselves, we'll see how that goes. We're gonna do our best and give it a shot. But I think really at this point, we're probably looking for someone to come in and help us in our spot, or possibly somewhere where we can go out and have someone there to help us.
Another ear
'cause
always helps.
Get a
sometimes,
full
you know,
length, either EP or album by the end
Yeah.
of the year, and
By
try
the
and
end of
figure
the
out
year,
what's going to
probably.
be the smarter way to go about it.
Yeah.
And seeing how a lot of singles seem to be doing better than CDs, it might work out better to do singles on CDs and small EP.
Yeah, 5 minutes left, so.
All right. Awesome.
All right, if I have to, I'll just pick one more question.
All right. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. Have you ever been on tour? And that's the last question because of the 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, Sean, if you want to answer first. If
I mean, last year pretty much felt like a tour.
yeah, last year we actually played like, what, 62,
We
63
played-
shows within a year?
Our first
I mean,
year, as a full band of full activity, we did over 65 shows
Which
in our
was
first year.
crazy. I mean,
And
it
we
was like-
played anywhere and everywhere we possibly could get onto the bill to just play.
Yeah.
And eventually, this year, we actually had to turn down shows because of either weather, inclement of availability, or something. And it's kind of funny that, you know, we've never been on a full-fledged tour, but 65 shows in 1 year really felt like
in
it.
New England, yeah, it's just, you know.
I remember by like almost Halloween, we turned around and were like, no more booking.
And that's how it was. We're like, no,
we had
no.
this
Like,
1 month where we had like a double show this weekend, and then a double show that weekend with a show the following Monday. And I think after that we were doing like
we're like no.
every weekend, every other weekend down to this part onto October, November. And then when we finally hit November after playing that last show in October, we were like, all right, we're going on break for the rest of the year, and we're just gonna get into the studio and just record and write songs.
And do what we have to do, yeah. But as far as me, I've actually not been on tour, but I've actually toured down south and out like to Midwest for like different blues and jazz groups. But with us, no, we haven't done that. So, but we hope, we can't wait to though. We can't wait to go to where you're at, you know. So I
Wouldn't
mean,
mind jumping on a festival tour. That'd be kind of
that'd
cool.
be kind
this year.
of pretty sweet actually this year. I would love to, yeah.
All right. Well, I'd say that's it. That's the wrap.
All right, awesome. Thank you,
very much for
Paul.
having us.
So, thanks for watching Local Rock Talk, and if you want to check out the band, they have Facebook and stuff like that.
Yep.
Thanks for watching us, guys. Check us out on our Facebook. We're Echoes in the Void at facebook.com. You could check us out on Reverb, and you could search for us on YouTube. We got a bunch of videos on there as well.
Yes, we
Google,
do.
just Google
Just-
Echoes in the Void. You'll
Yeah.
find us. I guarantee it.
We're the only band named this. I mean, like, I'm not gonna find it anywhere else.
Okay, thanks for coming on
Thanks for having us.
on
Thank you for having us.
Local Rock Talk.
Local
Thank you
Rock
very
Talk.
much.
Rock on.
Rock on. You too, sir.